So I was up in Vermont last week, gold panning, gold prospecting, and I thought to myself, wow, I never thought I'd have to be gold prospecting to make money. For many years of my life, I sold wholesale merchandise to stores, car washes, hardware stores, candy stores, novelty stores. But after the pandemic and just before the pandemic, things started to really go down. The price of the merchandise was high. The price that people are paying rent in the stores is high. The electric is high, the gas is high. And just going to Manhattan is almost impossible anymore, so most of the Manhattan stores that used to sell to me moved to Brooklyn. But even getting to Brooklyn, the traffic is so much different than it used to be. So just to get to Brooklyn, before I even bought the merchandise, was difficult. The gas prices are difficult. Once you get the merchandise, the prices are high. So the whole avenue about selling wholesale has changed. So I'm up in Vermont gold mining, and I'm researching the little town Jamaica. I've had depression years ago, and during the depression, there was an old farmer. Things were bad then. Probably, they're just as bad now. We don't realize it. People don't realize it. And I don't even think the farmer realized it. What happened was, every year or two, Vermont would flood, the bridges would break down, the railroad they put in, the train would fall off the tracks into the rivers. Yada, yada, yada. Very bad. So one of the old farmers was coming back with his trailer, and it's filled with stuff. And all the people by the river tell him, stop, stop. You know, the water's raging. It's the old rickety bridge. It was Cobb Brook, to be exact. And they're all trying to tell the farmer to stop. And the farmer just... And they're yelling and screaming, but the farmer, I guess, wanted to go home because his house was on the other side of the river. So the farmer took his horses, moved his carriage with all his stuff, and when he got halfway across the bridge started collapsing. The story, when I read the story, the people said that while he was on his way down with his horse and his carriage and all his merchandise, he was waving goodbye. I thought, wow, what a scene. And how that relates to now. The Americans here, I'm running around, everything's fine. I mean, the dollar stores alone went to $1.25. Come on, knock, knock, knock. When does something go up 25? Everything go up 25% at once. Biden's talking how everything's good, but most people, they can't afford their rent. They can't afford the gas, they can't afford the utilities. Like that man, the farmer, he's making believe the bridge was fine. The bridge isn't fine. They found the farmer's body and the horse's body 2 days later. What are you gonna do?